All right. So sorry guys. I had to get some water. So that's when we were talking about we were starting the war. So at that point, it should be all about execution, right? So who has the biggest balls and who got more money, right? You're just throwing money at each other, and we had a bunch of epic wars around here. So I can show you guys some the reports I had. So you can see that we were defending rallies. Someone flags was inactive, left behind. They were zeroed. We were rallying each other. Right here is all the death. Right, let's get you all excited. Right, this is what we wanted. What are we looking for? Right, so on and on. There was a back forth battle for about 4 days, just around the area. Right, so we just around this circle area. All of my guys came in, put up a great fight. They were joining rallies, and we were playing 16 hours a day. We didn't give ground, which created the possibility for K22 to slowly, so they were able to flag back up here to join force with us. So it created eventually a two-on-one situation, right? So we were able to push them back at this area. All the R Force, Kutakinte, or as we call Toby, Moon, Shadow, everybody basically joined. We were able to push them all the way back through here, all the way back through, back to this area, back to their T4 Zone 4 area actually. So this is what we've also noticed as they were fighting, right? So this is also some more. When we start fighting, he was talking, "I'll spend money," and it's like, whatever. And right here we have a lot of them. He was saying, some reports. One of the things that we notice is that their rally leaders only use a small amount of troops to host rallies. So this is potentially something that we can expose, right? So for me, that you can win battles. However, in order to win war, you have to dive into the enemy psyche. I believe we're not playing PvP, we're playing PvE. So you have to know, in addition to money, you have to know like their schedule. You're also playing with time. You're also playing with stamina. Morale is very important, right? So as they were losing these, right? So we wanted to also expose their rally leader. We want to kind of make their free to play players, because they're waiting for free to play players to rally, right? And we want to pitch them against these pay to win rally leaders, because they are not really investing any troops, and they're asking all the free to play to die, right? Why would they die in addition to you, right? Why would they die for you? You are not even investing any troops. So this is called the class warfare that we believe, America over here. We learned the best from the CIA. Iran 1952. We turned them against their leaders. That's what we do. And my guys, Imp, and is really good at this, and we're trying to like really get into their mind, right? Also, right here, right? So we were talking, and as they're losing their rallies, we're starting to play these mind games. The Papriko, the original leader of K20, or as I call him, Papa Coco, because he looked like a Disney guy, right? I hope this is not his real picture, because dude looks dusty as hell. he seems like he needs a shower. That's what I'm saying. So we were playing with their minds. You can see that, and overall, I believe the war, our trade is much more efficient. It's about war of attrition, and our trade is more efficient. We win probably 80% of the rallies, depending on who you ask. If K20 you have a different opinion, doesn't matter because we won. So history is written by the victors. So yeah, so I believe we actually won most of the trade, right? So at the same time, we were going back and forth, right? We pushed them out here, and this area is where they put a chokehold, and they have multiple alliances connecting to the to the pass, where it created a problem where we cannot come out. Once we take the pass, there's nowhere to port, and they will rally us right away, right? So at this time we were looking to K17, maybe they can break out from their side north, right? So in retrospective, we did have a little doubts on whether K17 is going to join, since the war had already happened for the war has been ongoing for like more than a week, right? So and then but Zucker did told me that originally they thought that they were gonna just fort here, and the K18, which owned this part, and K19 owned this part, was gonna let them come through and without any problem, and then they can join us in fighting. But there was some kind of drama in their land, and some guy defected and told K20 the plan, and K20 started dropping a fort here. And when K17 was dropping a fort, their forts were destroyed by K18 and 19. But here is the thing, that K18 and 19 are really weak kingdoms, right? And they're depending on K20. But K20 has already been exhausted by us. We were fighting them over here nonstop for almost a week. So K20, there's no way he can help, right? So they fought for a day, and then K18 and K17, we sent LKW, Lucky Warriors, to come out from this side to help them, and to help K17 push. And they were destroyed easily. So I call them Knife 18 and Tools 19, because, and then we have here Chair 21, Chair 21 right here, right? So this is Chair 21 is almost Chair 21, because they fold like a bitch every single time. They can't even fight a single alliance, mostly because all the players have already migrated, right? And yeah, so I would, there was ongoing joke that K20 is Papa Coco went to shopping at Costco, and he picked up Chair 21, Knife 18, and he used up 219, and he also picked up K18, right? So Knife 18 and 218. So these minor players, and they were basically pushed back. I think they did best to maximize their potential in playing this KvK, because K20 was just overwhelming, so they had to pick a side. You made your choice, and then you lost, right? And Zucker was giving you guys a chance to actually joining us, but K18 and 19 decided to fight them. So that's history is the history. The rest is history. So as we were pushing through, so finally, since they are now even more spread to the north, we were able to push out. Right? So eventually, we were out there free to plays. This is what I was saying, that you fill the rallies with free to plays. Sooner or later, they're gonna stop wanting to join you, right? So we pushed out over here. Now slowly, we're starting to burning all the forts, and we were joined by K22 and K23. Started to cross the hills. We pushed them into the Alcury Pass 5. Now this is where we had a lot of the struggle, because they were utilizing this zipper defense. So this is one of the memes that we had. We were beating them at the K17 join. It's kind of funny. Kudakinte, Moon, there was a lot of rallies. They were throwing naked forwards all over the place. This is where I think we got them with our mind games. Paprika was making a lot of mistakes in strategically by throwing these, free forts around, right? So you're losing a lot of time, you're losing a lot of resources, you're losing a lot of strategic points. And then these farmers over here, like, this is what I'm saying. Many of them are free to players. They are not aware of what's happening. They come into Lost Kingdom and then they just start farming. This is a little bit different, right? So they were utilizing this kind of defense called the zipper, right? So it was, iBabe told me that he invented this, but I don't know. I've seen a lot of people using it. Essentially, you are occupying all the free space with your farm accounts and stuff, and there's no way for you to even take the pass to advance to put flags. Um, Essentially, we were able to find a weak point where we crossed from here with one of our Phoenix forts. We crossed right here, and then we kind of like wrote it back to them, and then we zeroed a bunch of them. This is the part where we had our first zeroing. So a lot of them were actually zeroed. This. Let me just go back here. Right, this is love. This is from. Oh my God, this is just just bloody. Right, it's just all I gotta say is this war was pretty bloody. You can see we. Right, so we zeroed them, a bunch of them, and right now we call it the. Of course, I want to give the credit to the chief strategist, Rogue. Right, Rogue, he really unzipped them, and later on you're gonna see how we actually unzipped them again into their through pass 4, and also because of Rogue. Right, so Rogue, good job. Right here, and then you can see that we went through all the way here, and then we even passed through their 5, and then we came around here. Right, so this is where we were fighting some minor fights, and the resistance start getting less and less. We kind of know their schedule at this point. We always mount the fence, just like how we raided them across the zipper. We always mount the fence because they're European zone, right? We know their time schedule. This is where you play with another human being. You wanted to kind of understand what their schedule is. So we always assault them at after 0 OTC, where they go to sleep. These never idle guys used to be the largest alliance. We call them the always idle because they're only never idle for like 3 hours, and then they all like log off, right? Here we slowly pushing them back. Yeah, so at this point, there's really very little resistance, and then we're meeting with them here. They're still using another round of zipper defense, right? We have a lot of trash talks, and that was fun. And then here, once we breached the Archeries, I just wanted to show everybody this beautiful art piece. This is a contemporary. That it's more like a Van Gogh, right? It's like kind of like my Mona Lisa. Right? You see this little fort right here, but I call this the invisible hand. It shows the resilience of K20, but the overwhelming power of everybody else is just, it's just amazing, right? Just take a moment. I'm just gonna enjoy this for a second, guys. All right. So yeah, so they have their last fort. I don't know. Maybe they thought they can still hold till like they can take the pass, but it was gone. All right. At this moment, there's very less resistant, but DJ over here is absolutely madman, right? He was defending flags all by himself, So this is absolutely crazy. This guy, if I may show him, I don't know if it's VIP. If you consider like he lost roughly about, last time I checked, it was 8,500,000. You can see the power. He actually won the Babylon event too. So he pumped all those troops just to lose them, which is, hey, I don't know. You're just crazy, and I don't want to look at this screen any longer because I might lose my mind. But yeah, but he lost about, I would say, 8 million T5s. Yeah, at least around 8 million T5s because he went back and forth. He a lot of times he pumped a lot of troops back. Every single time we zero him, he was zeroed about like 3 4 times over the event, right, by everybody. So yeah, he was absolutely madman. But respect to you guys. And then we were zeroing some of these big guys. What we've noticed is that in KvK, when you have your 2 million rallies, right, you're zeroing and all the circle buffs and this and that, you can zero a person very very easily, even when they are 80 million. So we zeroed a guy that was 80 million. We zeroed a guy that was many guys. This was my record with him, and we had triple rallies on the cities. Gladiator, rest in peace. He was 80 million, and you can just see like all the troops. They were all T5s, right? So we were zeroing him. You gotta, if you go to work, you got a shield. I don't care if you are 80 million or like anything like that. So just all these death. All right. So at this point, we're trying to figure out how to zipper them again, right? So they put up a zipper defense. Wow. So just show you guys some of the pictures right here. He actually came back and shielded. Yeah, so at this point, we're still trying to figure out. They were holding up in zone 4 now, so they have almost lost all their land, right? And then they were looking at us how to, and they were laughing at us at Zig. We kind of failed a couple times, but we eventually figured it out. For Zig, you can't really send a bunch of rallies because it will spawn these believers too fast. As they were holding here, and they were starting having this ongoing joke about 4v1. They were saying that they won because nobody can beat us 4v1. Like, who cares? All I'm saying is that we're playing ROK. We're not playing street basketball. I don't have to 1v1 you. This is a strategy game, right? So so it's the argument is invalid. I'm not playing Street Fighter with you. So it turned out that some of the K97 players was also joining them at the moment, but I think they were zeroed like really fast because they didn't really think that our continent is this brutal and this contested. You just can't farm without having shield on any alliance ground because the flags you can see that can easily be cut like at any moment. So I think we also zeroed a lot of them. So at this point, we essentially came from our fortress, right? Sorry about that. Let me just zoom out one more time because I'm using this blue stack. It's kind of bad. All right. So we came all the way from here, right? So we first came through the pass 5 down here actually. We went all the way through. We penetrated K20 here, through here, went all the way here in another pass 5 over Alcury, and then we penetrated here. So from left to right, I think we might have accomplished the longest journey. And on the upper side too, we come here, we were here, right? LKW dropped the port. We penetrated K18, and now we took their fortress as well. So overall, I would say that it was an incredible journey for everybody in the K20 family. All the people who I just cannot mention all the names from all the alliance, MMP, Suck, LKW, GS, Avengers, and everyone, MMJ. You guys did an incredible job. No one actually backed out, and also, respect to the enemy K20 and our friends that we made, new friends from K17, K23, and the K22. I hope to see you guys again, and just the Chronics, the Twilight Chronicles. We accomplished most of them, considering our size, and we also have accomplished most of the achievements. We're gonna be unlocking the Charman soon, with the fortresses we took. Kingdom ranking at this point, alliance wise, we're number 3 and very close to number 2. Number 1, OPO, well deserved. Never Idle was number 1 for a long time, but I don't know how you guys gonna claim victory, because for a while they were still saying that we still rank number 1. And if you look at this, I think there might be close. K22 may be overtaking K20 in the next 2 days. Individual, freaking Turkish. This guy Sultan, our longtime member, he's going crazy. Like, you never want to play these kind of events. It's just so time consuming and so crazy. Special shout outs to the T5s that lost a lot of troops. Moon, Sukra, Shadow, KDP, Kunta Kinte, of course, one of the crazier motherfuckers in my kingdom, right? And also respect again, and yeah. So what an incredible journey, and in the end, I want to say, what is victory for KvK? Right, for us is to achieve the goal that we set in the beginning. In the beginning, we said to get most of the rewards for everybody, and hopefully everybody can come back in one piece. And we never wanted to take Zig, because we kind of know we don't have enough power to take Ziggurat, right? So considering that, I think mission accomplished. Well done to everybody, and I hope everyone can enjoy this video from my family, and as well as the people on the continents. No hard feelings, and I hope you can visit us to at K24, because we have a lot of land and we don't have too much players. So whoever wants to come check us out and play with us. The last thing I want to say is the how do you actually what do you consider winning, right? A lot of people are saying that you get Zig is winning, you do most kills is winning, you rank number 1. So I think winning is to actually set a goal, realistic goal for your kingdom and your alliance, and to accomplish that goal. And I think that would be winning in the KvK, right? So you don't have to rank number 1 to win the game, right? So I think it's been a lot of good experience. And next season, I heard that they're gonna rank different kingdoms together. So I believe that's where we can actually see true leaderships and true alliance and true spirits, because right now a lot of these kingdoms, there was an imbalance of power, where Jingwumen and a lot of these large alliance can overstep, just stomp the other kingdoms. But if you were to group them together, how do you you all have enough amount of T5s, right? You all have 50 T5s. That's where you can see who is the best players and who can make the best decisions. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and hopefully we get a bunch of people that's similar to our level, and we can play and at least have some fun together. So this is the professor, and it has been a pleasure. A 4v1 for the win, K20. Only 4v1. I'll never 1v1 you, just so you know. Put that on record. Alright, I will see you guys.